When it comes to relationships, recognizing the subtle signs that someone is falling for you can be both thrilling and confusing. Sometimes, these signs are obvious, but more often than not, they're small, quiet actions that reveal deep emotions without words. One of the most telling aspects of a growing connection is how a person behaves around you, how they go out of their way to make you feel valued, listened to, and cared for. It's in the way they remember the little details you mention in passing, the way they prioritize your happiness, and even in the small gestures that seem insignificant but actually reveal their feelings. If you've been wondering whether he's falling head over heels for you, pay attention to his actions. It's not just the grand romantic gestures, but the quiet, meaningful things he does. When he remembers things about you that others might forget, or when he goes out of his way to spend time with you, it's a sign that you're on his mind. He might even get a little nervous when you're around other guys, or talk about a future that includes you, signaling that his feelings run deeper than just casual attraction. The truth is, love often shows itself in the smallest of ways. It's in the way his eyes light up when he sees you, or how he genuinely listens when you speak. It's in the way he tries to make your life easier, sometimes without even realizing he's doing it. So if you're wondering whether he's falling for you, look for these signs. They might be subtle, but they're meaningful indicators of a deeper connection that's only getting stronger with time. 1. He gets jealous, but tries to hide it. When he gets jealous but tries to hide it, it reveals a deep emotional connection he may not be ready to admit. His subtle actions speak louder than words. He might change the topic when you mention someone else, or his tone may shift slightly, even though he's trying to act unbothered. It's not the loud, dramatic jealousy, but the quiet moments of discomfort that show he cares more than he lets on. He masks it with jokes or indifference, but his genuine emotions peek through in fleeting expressions or awkward silences. This hidden jealousy often reflects feelings he's struggling to express openly. 2. He remembers every small detail about you. When he remembers every small detail about you, it's a sign he values and cherishes everything you share. Whether it's your favorite coffee order, a random story you told weeks ago, or a passing comment about something you love, he stores it all like it matters deeply to him. These little details become his way of showing how much he listens and cares, even if he doesn't say it outright. It's not just about remembering, it's about making you feel seen and understood. His attention to the smallest things reflects how important you are in his thoughts and his heart. 3. He constantly makes excuses to spend time with you. When he constantly makes excuses to spend time with you, it's his way of prioritizing you without outright saying it. Whether it's asking for help with something trivial, inviting you to casual hangouts, or creating reasons to cross paths, these moments aren't accidental. He craves your presence and looks for opportunities to be around you, no matter how small or insignificant they seem. It's his way of saying you're important without risking rejection or making things too obvious. The time he spends with you isn't just about the activity, it's about being close to you and enjoying the connection he feels. 4. His friends know more about you than you realize. When his friends know more about you than you realize, it's a clear sign that you've become a topic of conversation among them. He talks about you, possibly sharing stories, things you've said, or how he feels when he's around you. His excitement about you spills over into his interactions with them, even if he doesn't openly admit it to you yet. His friends may tease him, drop hints, or seem unusually curious about you, revealing just how often your name comes up. This subtle behavior shows that you're on his mind more than he's letting on, even in his social circle. 5. He mirrors your body language without noticing. When he mirrors your body language without noticing, it's a subconscious sign of his growing connection with you. Whether it's leaning forward when you do, crossing his arms when you cross yours, or matching your tone and pace of speech, these subtle actions show he's attuned to you. It's not something he does intentionally. It's his mind reflecting his interest and desire to connect on a deeper level. This unconscious synchronization reveals how much he values your presence, as his body instinctively aligns with yours to create a sense of comfort, closeness, and unspoken understanding between you. 6. He texts or calls you first, even for no reason. When he texts or calls you first, even for no reason, it's a powerful sign that you're constantly on his mind. It's not about having something important to discuss. It's simply his way of reaching out to stay connected. Whether it's a random, "How's your day going?" or a simple, "What's up?" these messages show he enjoys your company and wants to keep the conversation going. The fact that he initiates without any particular reason reflects his genuine interest in you and his desire to be part of your daily life, even in small, seemingly insignificant ways. 7. He opens up about his dreams and fears. When he opens up about his dreams and fears, it shows a level of vulnerability that's reserved for people he truly trusts. Sharing personal hopes and anxieties is a sign that he sees you as someone who can understand him on a deeper level. It's not easy for many to be this open, but if he's willing to expose his innermost feelings to you, it means he values your opinion and feels safe around you. This openness is a sign that he's allowing you into his world, hoping for emotional connection, support, and possibly even a shared future. 8. He gets nervous when you're around other guys. When he gets nervous when you're around other guys, it reveals a mix of possessiveness and deep emotional investment. While he may not express it directly, his discomfort is evident in his body language, tone, or subtle changes in his mood. He may ask questions, try to make his presence known, or even act a little protective, all signs that he's feeling threatened by the idea of losing your attention. His nervousness comes from the fact that he cares about you more than he's willing to admit, and the thought of you with someone else sparks a genuine sense of insecurity. 9. He compliments you in ways others don't. When he compliments you in ways others don't, it's a sign that he sees you in a way that's unique and special to him. Rather than giving generic compliments like, "You look nice," he focuses on deeper qualities, like your sense of humor, your intelligence, or the way you make him feel when you're around. These personalized compliments show that he's paying close attention to who you are, beyond just the surface. It's his way of highlighting what he truly admires about you, often in a more thoughtful, intimate manner that reveals how much he genuinely cares. 10. He prioritizes your happiness over his own. When he prioritizes your happiness over his own, it's a clear indication that he genuinely cares about you and your well-being. He'll make sacrifices, whether big or small, just to see you smile or feel good. He might go out of his way to make sure you're comfortable, even if it means putting his own needs on the back burner. This selflessness shows that he values your joy and is willing to invest in your happiness without expecting anything in return. It's a strong sign that his feelings for you run deeper than casual affection. He's invested in your emotional state and future. 11. His eyes light up every time he sees you. When his eyes light up every time he sees you, it's a telltale sign that your presence excites him in ways he can't hide. His eyes might widen, sparkle, or even soften, betraying the excitement and warmth he feels. This reaction happens naturally when someone is deeply attracted to you or emotionally connected. It's not just a fleeting look. It's a genuine, involuntary response that shows how much he cares. His eyes revealing that level of joy every time you're around speaks volumes about the depth of his feelings. He's happy just to be near you. 12. He talks about a future with you in it. When he talks about a future with you in it, it's a clear sign that he's imagining you as part of his long-term life. Whether it's casually mentioning plans or talking about shared dreams, the fact that you're in his future visions shows his commitment and emotional investment. It's not just wishful thinking. It's him actively considering you in his plans, whether it's a vacation, moving in together, or even bigger life decisions. His words indicate that he sees potential for something lasting, and it's his way of hinting that you're more than just a passing thought in his life.